Siblings.
Only child.
I said siblings.
Only child. Which one had it harder?
You be the judge.
On the next Reggie and Cami show.
Yeah, sounds so beautiful, don't you agree?
I can dig it. Can you dig it?
I like it.
Sing choir.
It's not a choir, it's just me and you, Camille. It's the Reggie and Cami show.
Hello. We are back. Welcome to another edition of the
Reggie and Cami show. And I am Reggie and she is Cami.
Just in case you didn't know.
Just want to make sure you all know that I am Reggie, she is Cami. I am Reggie, she is Cami. I'm R to the E-double-G-I-E. No one puts it down like me.
Moving on. Today's show is entitled Siblings versus Only Child.
Yes.
Who has it harder?
Y'all know the truth to this. I mean, but we're going to go ahead and go through this whole show. Just give Camille the satisfaction of knowing that only children do exist.
What? Yeah.
And they have a place in this world. But everybody in the world knows that siblings have it harder.
Whatever. Lies.
So what we did say we're going to do, though, guys, to keep you in tune, is we're going to make sure that at the end of the show, we are going to reveal the results of the poll. Mm-hmm. We're going to save for the end of the show to reveal the results of the poll.
We know that it belongs unto the only child, but we'll wait until the end of the show just to appease you. Reggie?
Go ahead and get the show started. Let's go.
Okay, just want to tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, I was raised an only child. I am my mother's only daughter. Don't have any brothers and sisters by my mother. I do have 2 half-brothers that I just found out recently. I have 2 half-brothers, but I was raised an only child. Reggie?
Okay. Myself, just a little bit about myself. I am a middle child. I grew up in a household of 4 people. So in the middle, it includes me and my sister. But she's the only girl. So everyone knows that she is not considered the middle child. Whoa. I know you probably watching this. Not trying to make things difficult for you. But the truth is, truth be told, I am the middle child of the family. My experience was very hard growing up. There were some fun times and some good times. But we'll get to that as we go into the show.
Oh, okay. So, just some pros and cons that stood out for me. These are things that I wrote down, that I felt were the pros and cons of being an only child. Starting with the pros. I didn't have to really share. I was in the house by myself mostly. Me, my grandma, my Aunt Tookie, and my mom.
So you didn't have to share?
Really didn't have to share.
Okay.
There weren't any more children around unless my cousins visited. And then, they were mostly older than me for that matter.
So that really breeds pride, selfishness. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, go ahead and give the cons.
No, go ahead.
That's fine.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so 1, I didn't have to share. I got loads of attention because there wasn't anyone else there to get the attention. And I didn't have to compete with anyone because there wasn't any other kids there to compete with. So those are my pros. What are your pros as a sibling?
The pros of being a middle child is you're able to navigate in the world with other people that don't look like you and don't act like you. Being in the middle, you'll be able to navigate and work with other people. Another one is it's hard to be selfish when you're a sibling because you have to share everything. So it's hard to be selfish. Another thing is everyone knows your name because it's called all the time. That can be a pro and a con.
No. not
Also-
a pro. It's not a pro.
Yes, it is.
Everyone knows your name. Everyone already knows your name.
What's
in
the
the
theme
house.
song? Cheers, where everybody knows your name.
But babe, nobody.
Don't you want to go somewhere where everybody knows your name?
Dear, but nobody else. Is
Okay,
in the
let me get back to my list. This is my list. Okay, so, and then also, you learn how to be independent. Not only do you learn how to be independent, the last one is you can relate to everyone, but the only people who can relate to you are other middle children.
Who's the black sheep? What's the black sheep?
The only one who can relate to a middle child is another middle child.
Yes, that's the truth.
Period.
Period. Point blank.
So other people in the world that may be, from different backgrounds that are only child per se, you can't relate well to them?
No, listen to what I said. Please listen, because being a only child, y'all have selective hearing. What I said was that you can relate. As a middle child, you can relate to everyone. So that means I can relate to everyone. I can go and relate to anybody. But when it comes to people relating to me and understanding how I felt growing up, the only person who understands me and how I felt growing up is another middle
Oh,
child.
how you felt growing up.
Yes.
Not just can relate to you on any other level, just how you felt growing up.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all got that right. I know y'all got that, audience. I know y'all got that.
Right.
So tell me, you want me to talk about the cons?
Go ahead. Talk about your cons.
Okay, I'll talk about the cons. Talk about the cons.
Talk about the cons.
Talk about the cons.
Hey, talk about the cons.
All right, the cons to being a middle child.
Sibling, middle child. Okay.
A sibling middle child.
Okay. I'm
I have
just saying.
to. I'm
Don't
just,
try to make the show into something it ain't supposed
Well,
to be.
hey,
Go ahead.
just-
Go ahead. Siblings, cons, go.
Okay. You get overlooked.
Oh.
Especially being a middle child. Growing up, I got overlooked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's always your fault. And you're the easiest to blame. Being a middle child. Hand-me-downs become your middle name. Because you will end up wearing everybody's clothes. Except for my sisters. I didn't have to wear my sister's clothes at all. So you didn't
My
have...
next question.
No, I
Did
never
you
wore
have
my...
a pair of jeans
No.
that zipped up the back like this? That zipped up the back?
No, I did not.
Oh.
And never will. All right. Also, if that, as a sibling, see, and this is stuff that I grew up as a middle child. You can be trying to talk, and then you have to deal with other people interrupting you. So that's another part of being a con to being the middle child.
Sorry.
You always get the whoop. You get more whoopings than everybody. Being because you always get blamed, you get more whoopings than everybody. And the last thing is, you always face stereotypes.
Stereotypes such as
Everybody thinks that a middle child is a bad kid.
who's bad?
Majority of people, when they think about a middle child, they think about that child is misunderstood. They don't know how to. Growing up, they like hard to get along with, things of that nature. People have the stereotypical types about a person who's a middle child. So what's your cons?
My cons. Thank you for asking. My cons are everyone blames you. Look at that.
Okay.
You probably took that off my iPad.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. Also, there's no one to share your life experiences with in the household. Like, there's no one to share your life experiences with on your level as the kid in the house. There aren't any more kids. It's just you.
You had cousins, right?
Yeah, but it's not like they live with me.
But y'all a close-knit family, so there's...
Nope. It's not. Not the same. Sorry. Love my cousins. Hey, cousins. Hope y'all watching. Hey, cuz. But anyway, my cousins didn't live with me, so it was me most of the time and my grandma, my aunt Tookie, my mom.
Okay.
So everyone blamed everything on me when something happened, something broke, all of that. That was me. Of course, I'm the only one that gets whoopings in the house. Why? There aren't any more kids. So I got all those whoopings by myself. I did all the cleaning up by myself. I did most of the playing by myself. You see a pattern kind of going. I think when you're in that type of situation, it can prepare you to be a bit of an introvert. As I'm looking at myself now in adulthood, pretty much an introvert. Extrovert introvert, but an introvert nonetheless.
So you really think that being everything you said is harder than being a middle child?
Yes, and I'm not finished.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, when you are an only child, a lot of times the parents are a bit overprotective.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's only you. There aren't any more. There's no other kid in the house. Like, I can't run outside and play with my brother or sister because there's nobody there. So for the most part, I was kept in the house a lot. When I moved back to Lakeview, I was kept in the house a lot. When I was on Augusta Street now, you know, Beatties Ford Road, shout out B4. Anyway, when I was over there, I played outside a lot. There were a lot of kids and I ran around, but when I lived in Lakeview, I did not. I was in the house mostly, watching TV watching me. I think also it kind of stifled me learning to communicate and talk more to outside people that I don't know. It's the same thing as introvertism, but I have issues with networking now. I don't really like to go out and talk to people that much. I prefer doing things independently. So I think that's a problem. Also, people like to say that all, I guess, people that were raised an only child are spoiled. What if
Go ahead.
there isn't money in that particular household? Are they spoiled in other ways?
Camille, you spoiled.
I am not spoiled.
Babe, just the way you just said that lets you know that you spoiled. Because I've seen your interactions when you used to have interactions with your grandma. Like, you would do stuff like, Grandma, can I have this, Grandma? Grandma, can I have this? Yeah, baby. Go ahead. That is spoiled. If I go to my mom and I was saying, hey, Mama, can I have this? My mom would be like, no.
Well, Reggie, actually, I feel like your mom spoils you now because anytime you call her or she calls you, whatever you want, you get. So what's the difference?
First of all, that's not called spoil.
Huh?
Because what I asked my mom to do for me is not something that she wouldn't do for all of us. It's just the fact that, you know what? Let me change this. She doing it because she trying to make up for what she didn't do when I was younger. That's what it is. That's all it is. I'm telling you.
Right. So let's look at some of the responses that we got from the poll.
From the poll. This is a family show. This is a family show. All right, so basically, from the poll, we have some responses. And this first response, I'm going to go to this one because they're talking about middle child.
Oh, okay.
This person said the middle
Nobody's
child. Let me tell the story.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The middle child sometimes gets lost in the shuffle. Not the baby, but also not the grown one. Because I feel like I'm lost in the shuffle. Not lost in the sauce. I'm lost in the shuffle. Lost in the shuffle. I'm telling you, that's true.
So basically, those that are middle children just feel imbalanced. Like they're not the oldest, they're not the youngest, so everybody's just forgetting them. You feel forgotten.
I'm not forgetting because I got
am
my
not
savior. I'm not forgetting.
Hey,
That's not what I'm saying. Wake up. Come back to the land of milk and honey.
I'm back. Okay. Oldest because the oldest is the test subject to an overprotective, undercareful parent. Mistakes are made.
So they saying that the oldest child is test subject.
Yeah, I guess so.
But that don't make it harder though, to me. Because if you're the test subject, you get to get away with some things that the younger kids don't get to get away
Now
with.
that is true. That is true. That is true. So, I mean, I'm an only child, but of course, if there isn't any other ones, I'm the test subject. Everything my mom didn't know how to do, she did with me.
So you and older children can relate.
Pretty
being
much,
test
because they
subjects.
were an only child for a little while until the sibling came along.
Mm-hmm. So, which would make my point proving that the middle child has it harder.
No. All those other cons I gave, they count, Reggie.
Yes, they count.
Right. Whatever.
Okay, whatever. So, I like this other one too. So I'm gonna read this other one too. It says, "Growing up with siblings prepares you for sharing, collaborating, and inevitable teasing you'll experience in life." I'm just gonna point out the last part, the teasing, because as a sibling, you get teased a lot.
We don't promote bullying.
We don't promote bullying.
don't
I didn't say
promote
bullying. I said teasing. And so when you talk about teasing, in your family, if you're the middle child, you have siblings, they go back and forth, they tease each other all the time.
Yeah.
So you can handle certain things when it comes to other interactions.
Moving on. Tell your story, Reggie.
Okay, want me to tell a story? Okay, let me tell my story. Now picture this. 1992. Now y'all know how we used to dress in 1992. I had the box. Alright, so I had the box. Had the Gumby. Yes, I did. So, picture this. We come home from school one day. Me and my younger brother. And my dad has his car and sitting out in the driveway. So we decide to slide down the front of the car. Slide down the front of the car. My youngest brother slides down the front of the car. I slide down again. He slide down the second time, and he break the emblem off the car. But the story don't end there. We go in the house. My dad upset because somebody broke something. So he said, "Who breaks the emblem off the car? Who broke the emblem off the car?" I said, "Nehemiah did it." Oh, I wasn't supposed to say my brother's name. Oh, hey, Nehemiah.
We're supposed to be anonymous.
Hey, that's my brother's name, y'all. Okay, so he broke the emblem off the car.
Yes.
But guess what?
What?
He didn't get a whooping.
Oh. I'd have whooped his butt.
I got a whooping because my dad said, Nehemiah went in there to get a whooping. He's like, "Dad, I only did it because Reggie did it first." So my dad says basically that it's because I was the oldest of him that basically I deserved the whooping because I shouldn't have showed him how to do what he did.
So you basically didn't set the example.
I set the example.
Yeah, you set the example.
No, I set the example of where to slide. He didn't slide where I slid.
Oh gosh.
If he would slid like I slid, we would never had this problem. That's how hard it was for me. Because I got whoopings that I didn't deserve. Go ahead. Tell your story. I got a lot of stories. I need to say these were story time. Go ahead.
There was a little boy on the bus. And he kept coming under the seat and pulling me under the seat. And then he kept coming under the seat and like doing stuff to my elbow and my leg and stuff like that. And then he put his arm up there one more time, and I caught his arm and I scratched it up and I beat his arm up like real bad. And then like I did. And the bus driver was like, "Camille, you're off the bus. You're in trouble." And I'm looking like, I'm in trouble? Oh no, what did I do? So I go home, act like nothing happened. But then my mother got a call from the school the next day, and it said Camille can't ride the bus for 2 days because she had a fight. I tell my mom what happened. She's like, "Yeah, you got kicked off the bus, you're in trouble." So I dash under the bed. Shoo. I'm under the bed. For those of you who know my mother, she's 4'11", about 100 pounds. I went under the bed. She went under the bed. I got a whooping underneath the bed. Who gets a whooping underneath the bed? That's not a safe place to run. especially if your mom can run out there with you. But anyway, this story's lasting longer than I wanted to. All I'm saying is, I got a whooping. There was no one there to witness it or say, hey, Mom, Camille didn't deserve this whooping. She was defending herself from the bus bully. See, if I'd had a sibling, maybe I'd have had somebody to back me up. But I didn't. So is my word. And of course, back in the day, 9 times out of 10, if an adult said you did it, that was your whooping.
So guys, after hearing Camille's story, you guys know who had it harder. Not her at all.
You be the judge.
You be the judge. Vote for Reggie Robinson.
No.
So, guys, just to wrap everything up, you all have a great week for the rest of this week. And you want to say something to the people?
Godspeed. Got something.
Just like a selfish child.
What's selfish about that?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that so everybody vote for me.
Stay tuned and hear the results of the poll.